Welcome to Cooking with Conklin with your mess of a chef, me, Maddie Conklin. And thank God for reinforcements because I have the singing chef, Kenneth himself. And you guys, today, we're actually cooking and baking. So I don't know how to do either very well, especially baking. So Isaac, thank you so much for coming in and
so
helping me.
glad to be here. Absolutely, glad to help out.
What are we gonna be making today?
So we're gonna be doing an American classic. This is your favorite dish. This is apple pie. Everyone loves apple pie. It's great for summer. We're going into spring and summer, so it's a great dish everybody likes. It's great for picnics, barbecues.
Yes.
So that's what we're doing, apple pie homemade.
I love it. Okay, so first and foremost, I have to ask, singing chef. It's
Yes,
such
that's
a
great.
catchy little thing. You are the singing chef. How did you come up with that?
So it kind of just happened organically. I grew up singing, and I also grew up loving food, eating it and making it. And so just tried to kind of combine them over time, and occasionally I'll do special events where I cook the meal ahead of time or craft a special gourmet menu, and then I'll also play the show. And it's just, each one is different, but it's kind of become a thing, and I do it every now and then, and my fans they've really been loving it, so.
All right.
Still doing it, yeah.
Here we go. Okay, so what is first in our apple pie making?
Okay, so we're gonna start with the filling. Start of the show, yeah.
Best part.
Absolutely. So we have this amazing contraption here. This is actually kind of old-fashioned. But once you use it, you'll never go back to the regular like cutting and paring the apples by hand. So,
Okay.
So what we're gonna do, we're gonna take, and with the apples, I do a combination of, these are Gala apples.
Okay.
I do 4 of those, and then 1 Granny Smith for a little extra tartness, because Granny Smith are really sour. They have that green apple sour taste.
For sure.
So you do kind of a combination. So we're just gonna take this apple and press it on here.
I feel like this is a medieval torture.
Doesn't it look like that?
We're making apple pie and it's
Yes,
so sweet.
It's totally harmless, believe me. So you're gonna turn, I believe you turn it like, oh yeah, the other way. I always
Here we
forget
go.
which direction. So it's kind of coming towards the blade there.
Okay, dun-dun, dun-dun, dun-dun.
There we go.
Oh
The
my.
Jaws theme, that's great.
Wow. No wonder you said this is life-changing, you'll never go back.
Yes.
Oh, wow, okay.
Yeah, so keep going all the way through.
Keep going all the way through, here we go.
So it is, keep going all the way
Oh,
to the
sorry,
ends.
sorry.
You're good. There you go, awesome. Okay, so voila.
Voila.
So this is amazing. You take off the ends that have the peel still on there. Basically, it peeled it, it cut it, and it cored the apple.
Oh gosh, I just took it apart.
No, it's good, it's good. So it's basically like almost like a curly fry at this point.
Oh my gosh, curly fried apples.
Yes, okay. So we're gonna set that, yeah, there we go.
There we go.
You can throw those away, or you can eat them.
Okay.
If you prefer. And then with this, we're gonna just pair this into the bowl here.
Wow, you're trusting of yourself with a knife.
In the world. Easiest thing in the world. Oh yeah, this thing is your paring knife here.
Okay.
Okay, so then you pull this core off.
Oh, and we'll just,
Yeah,
put
there
that
you go.
into the tray. Okay, so I'll continue
then
doing that, and I go back
Push
with
this
this.
lever down, and then pull back to get
Oh,
it
pull
set up
back.
again. There you go. This is your
Lever.
This is your release. There you go.
Okay.
Yeah. Okay, and then you can do it from that side. It's easier if you do it from the
From this
bottom
side.
of the apple.
From
yeah.
the bottom of the apple, everybody.
There you go.
Okay, so
Straight on. Yeah. There you go. Perfect.
then-
You're a pro.
this way, right?
Yes.
Here we go,
Look,
okay.
You got it. You got it down.
Perfect. While I'm doing this, you want to get started on what do you want to get started on?
Yes. So we're gonna talk through this. We have white sugar. We're gonna be putting in. You can do sometimes a combination of white and brown sugar, but we're just going white today. And then we also have some cinnamon and some flour to thicken up the filling when
Okay.
it's baking. And then this is a thing I like to do, put some vanilla in there. It kind of adds an awesome mellow flavor to it. It really shows off the cinnamon, and it's just, vanilla is one of my favorite flavors ever. And this is actually homemade. My friend Andy made this. Andy Cook, he makes homemade vanilla. So you can get in touch with me. I'll hook you up with some. It's absolutely incredible.
I love that. Homemade vanilla.
Yes, and it takes it takes a couple months to like cure, and it's the best thing in the world. Yes.
Okay. So now, sorry, just.
Oh yeah, you do. Go for it. So
How did you do that? Did you go
Yep,
like
there you
up
go. You
through
can
the
go all the
middle
way through.
first?
Yep.
Oh gosh. Maddie, be
there
careful.
you go. They're living on the edge here.
Living on the edge.
Hey, there you go. Okay.
Is that okay? Is that too big of a piece?
You can here. So throw one in there. Yeah, you can have some of them bigger and some of them smaller.
Okay, some of them smaller. I
About
might.
half will be the big one.
There we go.
And then, oh, there you go. Oh, she's
Like
a
that?
pro. Yep, perfect.
And then go smaller?
Yeah, you can if you want. Yeah.
Am I messing this up,
No,
Isaac?
it's perfect. There you go. All right, now throw those in. Just make them big.
Make them big.
Yeah, you kind of
Okay.
just varying sizes.
Mix and match.
Yeah.
Okay, cool.
Awesome.
All right, so pull
Off of there.
that off. Whoops.
You're all good.
Oh my gosh.
Oh, you got it. There you go. Sometimes they get stuck on there a little bit, but yeah.
Right. Cool. And
It's
then
great.
lever, pull
Yeah.
back.
Oh, she's a pro. Look at that. She's
Pull
got
the
it down.
lever, Crunk.
She's got it.
Wrong lever!
we got
Emperor's New Groove.
we got Jaws. We got the just theme for Jaws earlier.
Right.
We got Emperor's New Groove. Okay.
We're
guys.
gonna span
American
cinematic
Pie.
history. American Pie. Yes.
This is your cinematic cooking experience here.
Right? Who
Okay.
knew? Singing chef. We haven't even had a song yet. What are we gonna sing?
I was gonna say, we gotta come up with something. I'm trying to think if there's I'm sure there's songs that mention apple.
Here we go. This will be an everlasting love. This will be. Me and this machine is an everlasting love. I love this thing.
I got this years ago. It's phenomenal.
I'm actually gonna let you
Go
cut
back. Okay. Oh,
while I do this
sounds good.
and get this done.
Right.
Oh. So would you say out of all the desserts you have made, is apple pie one that you kind of find yourself making more of?
Definitely.
Yeah.
It's one of my greatest hits, if you will.
Okay, greatest hits. There we
Yeah.
go. Love
Yes.
the little pun in there.
Yes, I love it. It's a lot of people. It's a favorite for a lot of guests at my shows, and I grew up making it quite a bit. So I've probably made more apple pies than any other pie.
Okay.
Yeah.
And then,
Isn't that so satisfying?
oh my gosh,
It's fine. Sometimes,
Uh-oh.
sometimes that happens. It'll still work.
It's not my fault, it's the machine. That's my way out.
Well, and some apples are kind of wonky. They don't want to get cut up. So.
Yeah.
All right.
Were you an apple orchard kid? Like
Yes.
in the fall time?
Yes,
Go into
totally. We would go to apple orchards and apple cider. We actually went to one where they were making it, and you could watch and we would make applesauce, apple butter growing up. That was always a lot of fun. Yeah.
Ooh, apple butter.
Yes.
Yum. Okay. Is that good?
Yes, that's good.
Final one, the Granny Smith for the
Yes,
tartness.
the finale.
All right.
And it's really up to you as far as when you're making the pie, what flavor kind of profile you want to have for the apples. You can do all Granny Smith if you want it really tart.
Tart.
You might add a little more sugar at that point to balance it out, but
Okay.
or you can do all Gala. Golden Delicious are also amazing. Walmart
Oops.
didn't have any of them, and so we
Sorry.
went with, you're all good. We went with Gala this time, but
All right.
okay. See, that would have taken probably at least 3 or 4 times longer doing it by hand, because you have to like peel the apples, core the apples, slice the apples.
That's what I wanted to ask you. Why not the peel? Like, why not that coating for an apple pie?
Well, it tends to not cook down as well, and so
Okay.
it's more like chewy, or there's more. It doesn't. It has good of a texture for apple pie.
Okay.
So,
Gotcha.
yeah. All right.
Very cool. So we got our
That's-
apples done.
Yes. Okay. We'll wash our hands later. They get kind of sticky. There you
Yes.
go. Okay. So if you want to, we'll put the sugar in.
Okay.
This white sugar. That's a cup of granulated white sugar.
Oh,
Perfect.
yes.
Yes, that's pretty standard for a pie, like 4 to 6 apples and then about a cup of sugar.
Okay.
Kind of your ratio. All right, and then we're gonna do cinnamon.
Cinnamon.
Yes. That cinnamon and vanilla, they're 2 of the most classic flavors.
It's just happiness.
So totally.
I can already taste the vanilla in my mouth, just the powder.
Apple
Nom, nom,
pie
nom,
is
nom.
classic Southern comfort food, which is why I love it so much.
Yes.
I'm a big fan of that whole array of food.
Would you consider yourself Southern? Because we're in Southwest Missouri. I'm from St. Louis, so I don't consider myself Southern.
I would, but it's funny because I was born in Iowa. So,
Oh!
and I don't have, I've claimed it as my own.
Yeah.
But I feel like I can't really say that because I was born in Iowa and then I've lived here in Missouri, so I feel like I'm kind of right on the edge. Let's put it that way.
Okay.
Yeah.
Perfect.
All right, so, and then we'll put in the white flour there.
Okay.
That's just a little bit of thickener,
Okay.
basically, so when it's cooking down in the oven, it has kind of a nice consistency.
Okay. Perfect.
So you want to give that a toss.
All right, toss it all together. Got
Yes.
it. Oh my
So it's
gosh.
gonna be pretty floury, and eventually, as it's sitting there while we're making the crust, it's gonna be kind of marinating.
Marinating. I
Yes.
love it. This is
Yes.
seriously the first time, and this is not a knock against my grandparents or anything. It just, baking wasn't a thing in my family.
Yes. Okay.
It was more like the hearty casseroles that we would make, or like
yes.
big breakfast,
Love casserole. Yes.
But this smells
already
like,
smells good, doesn't it?
It smells like a Pop-Tart. Like, it smells so good.
Okay. Last but not least.
Last but not least, this homemade vanilla
Yes.
from your friend who?
Andy Cook.
Andy Cook.
Yes. Ozark Mountain Health. He's amazing, and this is kind of a side thing. This isn't even his main thing, and it's so great. Okay. So we're gonna do. I like to be generous with it, so we're gonna do a teaspoon, and then like a teaspoon and a half.
Okay.
Yeah. Measure with love.
Measure with love.
I probably didn't even have to do that. Measure. I could have just whatever my heart was.
That's
feeling.
how I measure salt, with love.
Same.
So don't let me get a hold of salt. It'll be very, very salty.
I always have to be careful of that with cooking because I like salty food.
Yes.
And I have to dial it back for people I'm cooking for just in case, because you can always add it. You can't take it out.
You can't take it out. I've learned. I think we both learned the hard way.
Yes, exactly.
Okay.
Okay, perfect. Look at that. That is.
There we go.
She's a pro.
Beautiful.
Nailed it. Nailed it. Okay. So next up we have so this is the star of the show.
Okay.
But the crust is the supporting actor that wins an Oscar.
Of course. Best
As
supporting.
I like to say.
Best supporting.
Okay. Now this is another thing. This is the Apple like torture machine version for crust. Like
crust.
This makes it so much easier.
The
so
crusting.
Food processor, and I got the Ninja food processor. Make sure it's locked in there.
And I just want to know, there is vodka on this tabletop.
Yes.
We will
Yes.
find out what it's used for.
This is for the pie crust.
Pie crust.
No.
The pie crust. Okay, good. You know me so well. Little dab here, little dab there.
Okay, so we're gonna toss this in here.
Okay.
We're gonna do about half of it, and then we have these are chilled sticks of butter, and we had these in the freezer before we started. But you can just have them in the fridge if you want to.
Okay. Can I get this other one open for you?
Off that one.
All right.
Yes. And you can do unsalted or salted. I do salted because I like extra salt.
Yeah. There we go.
Okay, and then I typically just break it in half.
Break it in half. Okay.
Throw it
Now, I have to ask, why chilled and not room temp?
So you want the point of putting it in here and we'll put in the rest of the flour here.
Okay.
The point of doing it in the food processor is basically to cut the shortening, which is the butter, into the flour and have it be like little, almost like pea-sized chunks of butter. Because it almost has an effect like you would with a croissant when you make the pie crust, where there's little pockets of fat inside of the flour and the dough that then when it cooks, they evaporate and they leave a layer, which makes it flaky.
Oh.
It's kind of, there's a little bit of science.
There is some science.
Yeah, exactly.
I love this.
I was never into science in school until I got into cooking, and then I thought, oh, okay, that's the theory behind it. That's how it works. Okay, and then again, our star of the show, our secret star of the show, salt.
Yes.
Do about a teaspoon. And then, okay, the lid here. I've never done this from behind like this, so I'll make sure it's.
No, wait, Isaac, do we need something to cover this?
I just used my hand.
You just use your hand?
Yes.
Good.
Otherwise, yeah. We got,
we go,
we got a little volcano of. Okay. Okay, and then we're just gonna turn this on for maybe 5 to 10 seconds on high.
And this is where Maddie sings, so you can't hear me. Ready? Set, go.
Hold on 1 second. I'm trying to, I don't know why this isn't, hold on. I think it's gotta be locked in. Oh, I know what it is.
Did I do I put it on the
from
wrong way. That is all me.
I was like, I know there's something,
You're
I was
sous
doing
chef.
it from behind. Okay, there we go. Okay.
There it goes.
Okay, now, ready?
Ready, set.
Hit it. Okay. Okay, it's literally that short. You
That
just do it
really?
like that. Yes.
That quick? Okay.
Spill the flour all over here.
You're fine.
Okay.
Now, do we need to put anything down here, or are we good?
We will in a minute. We'll mix it up in the bowl first here.
Okay.
Okay, so here we go. As you can see, set this aside.
Okay.
There is like particles, like little chunks
Oh, I
of
can
butter.
see them. Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, I can feel them too.
Yeah. And if they're cold, if the butter's cold, they hold up better. Otherwise, it just kind of mixes in too soon.
Okay.
So you want some like chilled butter.
We want it to last.
Absolutely.
Okay.
Okay. Now, this is where our vodka comes in.
Okay.
Exciting.
Now another secret star of the show, everybody.
Yes.
Vodka. I've never heard of I've heard cooking with vodka, not baking with vodka.
Yes, yes. So you do half vodka and half water.
Okay.
And you want to make sure your water's cold, and then I just keep my vodka in the freezer to keep it really chilled.
Uh-huh.
And you're gonna do, so like a half, this is a half cup, so that's about a fourth. I filled it up halfway.
Okay.
And then if you want to fill the rest of it up with some
vodka.
yeah.
Okay.
Perfect.
This is so interesting.
You know, right? Okay, so why you do vodka, as part of it vodka, is it helps the alcohol in the vodka helps break down the gluten in the crust and makes it more flaky, more tender.
Oh my goodness. Seriously, this is science.
Oh, totally, yeah. So that's,
This is what they need to be doing in schools, baking and talking
Amen
about
to that,
science versus
yes.
like, okay, this is this formula and that
Yes.
formula, and this is why this.
I need cooking, I need how to do my taxes. That's those
Please.
are things I had to learn later. You know?
I know, right?
Yeah.
That's why they say adulting is not fun,
Now,
because
this-
you learn taxes.
Totally. This is probably one of the more challenging parts of it. So you're kind of wanting to mix it as little as possible.
Okay.
So you don't want to like, some people mix it in the food processor where they'll chop up the butter like we did, and then they'll add the vodka and the water in. But if you do it like this, you have a little more control over how much you're mixing in.
Okay.
And because you don't want, if you mix it too much, it's like bread dough at that point where you're kneading it and the dough is developing and becoming chewier.
Oh.
Yeah, which is great for bread, not good for pie
Not
crust.
good for pie
Yes,
crust.
yes.
Okay.
Yes, okay, so this is, like I said, about a half cup's worth of vodka and water.
Okay.
So you just kind of stir it and pour it in slowly. And
See,
then-
this is when I start to panic. I'm like, this doesn't look like a crust because it's
Oh,
so like crumbled,
crumbly,
but obviously
exactly.
we're going to work with it and make it into. Okay.
Well said. Yes, there's like science and faith involved.
Science and faith.
Yeah, so you start kind of, and I at this point like to kind of feel it out. So we're gonna need, usually we do about like maybe 3/4 of a cup all told, or maybe close to a cup. So we'll add a little bit more vodka.
Okay.
Yes. Perfect.
Like that?
Yeah.
Okay.
Just do that. Oh, there we go. And then you just keep mixing it until, and at this point, usually I just kind of like start
To
feeling it out.
just get in there.
Yeah, exactly. It's
Okay.
very hands-on.
Yeah.
You can kind of feel, we both washed our hands by the
We
way.
did, yes.
You can,
Oh,
like-
yeah, okay.
Yeah. Yes, exactly.
Okay.
Nice.
And so that's okay that it's sticking, right?
Totally, yes.
I told you I know nothing about baking, so.
It's so fun.
Panic?
Yeah.
No need to panic,
This is the
Maddie.
whole fold in the cheese type.
Fold in the cheese, David. My Moira's not great, but I try.
But you get the reference.
I get
I'm
the
so glad.
reference.
Okay. So this is the kind of the same. So see how I'm kind of like finding the bits that will stick together. And when you just kind of squeeze them, they kind of
Okay.
they want to hold on to each other. So there we go. So you already got your first. This is the first layer of the crust. You're going to basically get 2 balls like this.
Okay.
That you'll then roll out into the bottom layer and the top layer.
And the top layer.
Exactly.
Gotcha.
Exactly. So just like that. You can see like.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. So that's about half of it.
Okay.
Okay. So with this, you may have to add a little bit more.
A little bit more vodka?
Yes, because it's so kind of
Okay.
just a little bit.
When life hands you flour, add vodka.
Exactly.
All right, so you just a
drizzle
little
really
bit.
lightly. Okay. Maybe a little more.
Okay.
Okay. Okay.
Wow.
All right. So now you wanna
Oh,
try this, like feel it out.
feel it out. Okay. Let's see what will stick. Okay. So like.
Oh yeah, there you go.
This is kind of
Good.
sticking.
Yes.
Okay.
Okay. So you got the start of your pie dough ball there.
Okay. Oh.
Yeah.
Got
It's
some more?
kind of coming together. Yeah.
Okay. And then just add it onto this.
So good, yes, yes.
Okay.
Because you want it to be like just a little more wet than crumbly, like, but not too, you don't want it soaking wet, but you
Yeah.
also don't want it too dry where it won't come together like that.
Okay.
Yeah, and you can even, here's a kind of a tip.
Okay.
You can use this ball that you've made and sort of press stuff onto it.
Ah.
Does that make sense? Yeah, so
It
this
does
is,
make sense, yeah.
This is like the very kind of almost, I don't know, this is the more challenging part of it, but it really isn't, once you get it down, you're like, oh, this is just simple. And then you use the ball to kind of,
Get everything else up. Waste not, want not. That's how you do it here.
that's right. There you go, and there's your second one. So basically with that, then you're going to take your plastic, like saran wrap, set that aside there. All right, gonna roll this out like that.
All right.
And this is just getting ready to put in the freezer or the fridge to chill.
Okay.
So you just fold it over like that, squish it down. There you go.
Right.
Yeah, and then kind of fold these edges.
Fold these in. Okay.
Yeah, and then you're golden. Okay, so then
Look at that other one.
yes. So we have a pair of these chilling in the.
Yep.
Okay, awesome. And then you want to smash that down.
Yeah.
There we go. That's the fun part, right?
Yes, it is. And then without being too pretty,
Yeah.
There we go.
Saran wrap is so messy, just inherently.
it seriously is. Like, while it's a great idea, whoever thought of how to like rip it off did not think that way.
There's really no good way to do it.
Yeah.
Okay, so we're gonna stick these in the fridge, and magically,
Imagine.
they're already chilled.
Yay, they're already chilled. So we can keep cooking.
Exactly. We put in some
Is
extra
that
prep.
correct to say cooking or baking? I never know if I'm gonna be offending people. Like,
Not
I'm
at
baking,
all.
not cooking.
Thankfully, bakers are very chill. They don't.
Okay.
Yeah. But technically, this would be more baking. Yeah.
Baking, okay, got it.
All right. So these, you chill them for about 2 hours.
Chill for 2
and
hours.
it's to mainly let the dough relax. It's just kind of put it in timeout.
Like you said.
Because gluten gets really uptight.
Really? Bakers are chill.
Very quickly.
Let it chill. Let's not have the gluten be all uptight on us
Bakers
now.
are chill. The gluten is not. So you have to kind of baby it a little bit.
Yes.
Yeah. So you're basically letting it relax, and I'm very much like an old-fashioned kind of home cooking type chef. So if anybody is a real chef and they're watching this, they'll understand this is kind of the down-home version,
right?
Which I love. So okay, so with this, we're going to we'll need more flour. I just realized.
I'm gonna be right back.
Okay. She's grabbing some flour. I forgot we're gonna have to put some on this
okay. On the island
surface
here.
here to roll it out. Yes. Oh, nice. Okay, perfect.
Okay.
Perfect. Okay, and then spread it out a little bit, and then you press it down like that. So there's some on this side, and then
some on that side.
Yeah, there you go. That way, so it won't stick.
Okay.
To the counter. Okay.
Okay.
So with this, I'll let you have that. We're gonna do this. I'm gonna do this together. I brought enough for both of us.
Let's do it together.
Yes.
What's the
As you
movie
can tell,
with?
I'm kind of cooking in chaos here.
What's the movie with John C. Reilly? Let's duet.
Oh,
Have you?
yes.
It's
Yep.
Is it Bobby Cox or something? The story
that's
of
right.
Bobby Cox or
Yes.
something? Okay.
I'll steal some of this. Here we go.
Oh yeah, if you need more.
No,
we've
you're
got-
good. That was perfect. You put enough for. There we go. All right. Now I'll grab mine here.
All right.
Okay. So got enough room there. Okay. So basically, you just roll it out and kind of spin a little bit.
Spin move.
Yes. There you go. To kind of keep it even. And you'll notice there's different points that are kind of sticking up a little more.
Yeah.
Like,
So go
yep,
there.
Flatten that. You're basically kind of turning it into a rough disc
Okay.
of rolled out pie crust.
God, so many songs are coming to my head right now. Roll out.
You make a good singing chef.
Roll.
You've got the whole concept. I do that all the time.
Oh, see, mine looks like Lord knows an island. What's happening here?
So you basically eat any part that's like
Help me.
higher.
You get in here.
She's got it. This is a beautiful heart. Look at that.
Yes, it is.
I'm so impressed. You meant to do that, right?
I did.
This is a very complex
Everything I do in the
baking
kitchen.
technique. I'm sure she meant to do that.
Years of practice. Years.
Yes. So basically, if a part of it is not making a circle yet, you just kind of
Get out there.
there you go, and it kind of turns it into more of a circle.
Okay.
When that can be the top one, because that's those are simpler to. The shape doesn't have to be as precise. With the bottom one, it has to be farther. It has to be bigger.
Bigger to hold more. Okay.
Exactly.
I'm in love with the shape of you.
Hey, there we go.
Just honestly hit the stop button on me because I'll keep going.
That's good.
And it'll get old
Music
after
and
a while.
baking themed, It's great. Singing in the kitchen that's one of my favorite things.
I have to have noise. I cannot do anything in silence. Seriously, nothing. Except for not even sleep because I have a sound machine. I can't do anything in silence. It scares me.
Well, everything's a frequency in life, technically. So
Yeah.
everything is music. All right. Okay.
Okay.
Now we have our pie pans.
Pie pans, I'll be back.
I knew I was gonna forget something. Oh, there we go. Yes.
And I'm back.
Okay, so we'll just need one of these.
Okay.
Two just in case. All right. So this is the bottom one.
All right. Do we have to prep this?
No,
with
so
anything?
sometimes you can if it's a different kind of crust, you can put like a kind of butter on it or something. But with this, usually that's not an issue.
Okay.
So you just kind of do that. Now a lot of people will with the they'll kind of roll it up on
The pin?
yeah, and then just kind of unroll it onto the pan.
Oh,
it's like
that's genius.
But with this kind of pie crust, it's tough enough on its own that you can just kind of pick it up.
Pick it up, throw it down.
But that's the old-fashioned way to do it. They're the classic way to do it.
Oh.
Yeah. Okay.
There's something endearing about that. I don't know why.
Pie is it's a very classic
Yeah.
dish. Not just American, obviously very British.
Yeah. Shepherd's pie.
That's right. That's right. All right. Okay. So we got the bottom crust is in here.
Okay.
Okay. All right. Now we're ready for the filling.
All right, the star is back.
Spatula here. You can.
A star is born.
There you go.
And
And you
just-
notice how it's sort of like there's.
Oh, yeah,
It's like marinated. It's like juicy.
Yeah, the juices.
Yes. That already looks so good.
Oh, this is going to be fantastic.
And you can smell the vanilla.
Oh, yeah.
The cinnamon.
I can smell it all, and I just want to start eating these apples, seriously. Get all the good stuff.
Yes.
Okay.
Great job. All right. Okay, so we'll spread this out. So, and it's fine if it's sort of like keeps up like that. It's kind of tall because it will bake down and be level.
Okay.
So if you, ideally, for a more aesthetic, more like a more pretty pie, you want to make your filling higher because then when it bakes down, it will be flat instead of like sunken in.
Oh,
Yeah.
good
Yeah,
tip.
Beauty tips for.
Beauty tips for pie baking.
All right, we'll spread this out a little bit more.
Yeah, you get in there. Spread it out a little, make it a little more circular, not so jagged.
This, I have to tell you though, this is not bad at all.
This is Lady Gaga mayhem. It's giving Lady Gaga mayhem.
I'm serious, the music references, we have between the two of us,
Right?
we have all of them. And
it.
movies,
And
music
movies.
and movies.
Music,
Yes.
movies, and TV.
Singing and cinematic chef.
Yes.
I was thinking this is Cooking with Conklin and Kenneth.
I know that I was
The alliteration?
cooking with
Seriously.
Conklin and Kenneth.
Has a nice ring to it. Okay, so with this,
Okay.
now we add some butter, that's some of my favorite words in the entire English.
Add butter.
Now we add some butter. Yeah.
Okay.
Okay. So if you just want to just little maybe nickel-sized chunks there.
Okay.
Just put 4 of them
Okay.
across the. Perfect.
Okay.
Yeah.
Oh, this
Isn't that cute? Yeah.
Genius. Yeah.
Exactly.
Okay. 4.
Yep. They get the just like you would butter toast or something. Perfect. So it's about a tablespoon or 2 of butter. That's perfect. All right.
Perfect. Okay.
Yes. Okay. So now with this, we will.
Now.
I'll let you do this.
Oh,
Or we can do
no.
it together. We can do it together.
Let's
Okay,
do it
here we go.
together. Because if I break it, then it's my fault. If we do it together, it's both of our faults.
Nailed it.
She's
That was
beautiful.
so good. Okay, so now you kind of press down a little bit.
Okay.
And you got
Is there
classic pie.
do you want it to kind of
Just a little bit because then when you're folding in the crust, it's a little more. It
Okay.
doesn't break. Okay, so now you got all this extra. Obviously. So we're gonna take our knife here, and you're gonna go about, depending on the thickness of the crust. So for this one, we'll go about 1 inch. You can, if you feel underneath, you can feel where the pie pan is.
Okay.
So you
wanna
kind of go like an inch out.
Okay.
Just cut off the excess. There you go. So you can do that.
Okay. I'm just gonna follow your lead here.
Absolutely.
Now I see lemon and egg over there.
Yes. Yes.
Does that come in towards the end?
So lemon, actually, we decided, I brought both of them and figured I'd do whatever my mood was feeling.
Oh.
Sometimes
okay.
instead of the vanilla, I'll do a little bit of lemon, and it gives it a little more tartness.
Okay.
But I want it to be a little bit more mellow today. So this is just a pop of color for today.
Oh, I love it.
Yeah, but sometimes people will put both. They're kind of the flavoring element of it.
Okay.
And then while you're doing that, I'll get the glaze ready. This is an egg, basically, that will.
Oh, the egg. Is it egg wash?
Yes,
Or is
egg
it
wash. Yes. Okay.
Okay, I know a few things.
She's already there. You're on a roll. You're on a roll. This is looking great, by the way.
Is it?
Great job.
Okay. You're giving me measurements, and I'm like, okay, we're gonna do our best here.
Measuring with her heart. That's good.
Measuring with the heart. Oh, don't even listen to your heart. There's nothing else. Okay, see, I can't hit those notes. That's where I go, ooh, get her off the stage. Get her off the stage.
That's good. Good job.
Okay, so then like this, we'd probably need to take a little bit off.
Good call. Good.
Okay.
There you go.
Wow.
Nice.
So from start to finish, without talking and being interrupted by me, how long does it take you?
Man, well, it takes a little longer because of the chilling. So what I'll do sometimes is if I'm gonna make pie crust the next day, I'll make the pie crust the night before and just stick it in the fridge to chill. It can chill up to 24 hours. It doesn't have to be only 2 hours, but.
Yeah, you get in there and
It looks so good. This
Help.
is awesome.
help me.
Believe me, this is when I started out, and my mom taught me the basics, starting out with pie crust and all that. I was not this quick on the uptake, so we got a pro here.
Okay, should we take a little bit off or should
A
we?
little bit here. Make it a little easier. There we go. Nice.
Perfect, okay.
Yes. Okay, this is already coming together really nice. So probably if you take the chilling out of it, because kind of that's on the side, you can plan that into it. Maybe an hour or 2.
Okay.
But now that I got the Apple, once you got the Apple machine, this is okay. So you got this. So now you'll do this is an even. Well, you can do that on the top as well. But then this is, if you can see this, you take your 2 fingers like that and your thumb, and some of it's already kind of in that shape.
Oh, that's how it makes that beautiful.
Yes.
Okay.
Nailed it. It's so easy. Yep. Perfect. Perfect.
Okay.
and then spin it as you go.
Oh yeah. Look at me reaching. Work smarter, not harder.
Not harder, exactly.
Jeremy tells me that almost on the daily. Like, Maddie, work smarter, not harder. Like, you're right. You're right.
Tricks of the trade. I've made hundreds of these pies at this point, if not thousands. And so it's like you just learn these little tricks.
Well,
that
I'm just
kinda
thinking,
make it
how do
easier.
you hide if you do get stressed? How do you hide your stress levels when you're singing, performing, baking,
question, good
cooking?
question.
My goodness, I'd be a mess.
Well, it helps. Like, you do this really well on TV when you're doing something that most people would be nervous about. You love it. Like, you're very good at communication. You like people. You like learning about things. You're curious.
Yeah.
So whenever you love what you do, like I love to cook, I love to bake, and I love to sing. So that if you can kind of keep a hold of that feeling,
Yeah.
it helps the stress. Because yeah, there are moments where you're like, oh, is it all going to turn out?
I just want to show that.
Okay,
Look
that's really
how
pretty.
beautiful.
You nailed that. That is so good.
I feel like we have a blue ribbon pie in our midst.
I mean, I think so too. Okay, so we'll set this aside for a second. We're gonna make the stuff we're gonna put on top. So if you just
Stuff
want
on top?
mash that together.
Okay.
Just kind of make it into a ball.
Okay, I can mash.
Awesome. Perfect.
Okay.
Perfect. Okay, and then we're gonna roll this out again. This is basically what we're gonna put on the top of the pie.
Okay. Okay, this is a part I did not, I figured this was done, but.
Yeah, to make it, this makes it nice and pretty.
Okay.
So you just make a square. Okay. Okay. There we go. And then make a smaller square. And with these decorations, you can do whatever you want. You could make a heart, you can make a music sign, you can make...
Cooking with Conklin and Kenneth.
Totally do that.
Letters.
If we had like an hour, yeah.
Yeah, right?
There you go. So, and what's cool about this is it's pretty for decoration, but then also when you cut into it, you have more crust in the middle where there's usually less crust. So people want, it's those little things. People want extra, people love the crust.
Yeah.
So you always want a little bit in the middle of their slice.
Okay.
So it's not mostly just filling. Okay, awesome. Okay, so then you cut vents.
Yeah, vents. We need the vents because it'll explode, right?
Yes, exactly. It'll explode. I like that.
Your entire life will explode and you won't have a pie.
So speaking of movie references, this is like Mission Impossible. You have to defuse the bomb.
Dun, 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 dun,
So
dun,
this is snipping the green wire, not the red one.
Oh, yes. And that was just one egg, right?
That's just one egg.
One
yes,
egg
and this
beaten.
is more than we'll need, actually. You don't have to use very much at all.
Okay.
So we're gonna lift up these garnishes here and kind of put this egg wash underneath
Ooh.
to make sure it sticks.
Okay.
Otherwise, when it cooks, when you cut it, it'll pop right off. So this kind of glues
So
it
each
glues it all
layer
together.
you want to glue. Okay.
There you go.
Egg glue.
Basically.
Egg glue! Dumb.
There you go.
I'm so dumb. Okay, perfect.
Yep, similar sense of humor.
So then just
everything else covered.
everything else
Just
cover
kind of
it.
glazing it with it.
Okay.
Oh yeah, there you go.
Is there such thing as too much glaze? Like, could it get too soggy?
As long as it's just covered. Like you don't want to like pour it on or anything.
Right.
But yeah, just kind of generously cover every part of it.
Nook and cranny.
Yep. There you
Even
go.
the outside? Do we want the outside or?
You can do that. Yeah, I wouldn't with this one because
Okay.
whenever it's thicker, this crust will take a little longer to cook, and so the purpose of the egg wash is to give it a really golden brown.
Oh.
It's more for color than
Okay.
anything.
Perfect.
It doesn't affect the cooking as much. All right. So we'll need just a little bit more of the white sugar.
White sugar. I'll be back.
You're
Another movie reference. And I'm back.
That's right. Okay, with this, very much measuring with your heart.
Okay.
Just take some pinches and just like sprinkle it over. It's like Salt Bae. It's just
Salt Bae. Bleak.
yes, exactly. So you're just taking the white granulated sugar, and you can do this. You just like, yep, you're just sprinkling it over it because it gives it that really crystallized, beautiful, kind of like it's like frost.
Yes.
It's really nice.
We have the egg glue with the frost.
Yes. And then wherever there's more egg,
Oh,
I pour
more egg?
more sugar. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
This is totally part of my diet. I can already tell you that.
That's amazing.
Perfect. It looks beautiful.
Okay, so now we're going to stick it in the oven for around an hour at 350.
Isaac, my nostrils are
smell it.
being filled with happiness and
I think
love.
we're ready for some apple pie.
I'm so ready
All right,
for
let's
some
check
apple
on it. Here we go.
Check it.
All right.
There we
All
go.
right. The magic
It's
day.
ready.
All right.
It's ready. I'm ready.
All right. Oh, I need to get my.
Oh yeah, it's
All
hot.
right.
Let's not burn our hands.
Yes. Okay.
If you're too eager. Now, if you had a little vodka while you were baking, maybe it
You
wouldn't
may not
hurt.
even notice. Okay, so we're gonna,
It is a little awkward. I apologize.
I've never taken the pie out from behind. Oh, look at that. Okay, so as you can tell, it kind of like bakes down.
Yes.
But you still got your shape in the middle, and our vents are still there.
Vents are there.
Frost, the egg wash, everything. Look at that.
Oh,
Oh,
I don't even want. I'm a mess, but no, this is a beautiful mess.
awesome. Okay, wow. All right, I can't wait to dig in.
Okay, and I'm so happy you brought some ice
Yes,
cream.
We got some ice cream, some homemade vanilla to go with our homemade apple pie.
Yes, yes, yes. All right, actually, you know, I would love to do the honors, but it's so beautiful. I don't know how to properly dig into one. You've done this before.
Okay. All right, it's very unceremonial. You just kind of, I typically go across like this.
Okay. Oh,
This is great. We got the fancy one that has a knife and server here.
yes.
All right. Okay, we're just gonna cut this half.
All right, and I'll go.
Oh, this looks
Oh.
good. We got, you can do, I like vanilla ice cream. I also like butter pecan. Like if you like nuts with the,
Yes.
it's a great flavor combo. So, word to the wise.
Word to the wise.
All right.
All right,
Moment of truth here, guys. Let's see how this.
moment of truth.
Now, normally you let this warm up a little bit, but we're doing, or cool down a little bit. We're
Cool,
doing
yeah.
patient. So it's gonna be a little runnier than it normally would be, but
That's okay.
it's still. I mean, I'd say that's a winner, right?
Yeah, that is.
Blue ribbon.
Blue ribbon. Give it to us.
All right.
I'm gonna go ahead.
Oh, and the ice cream.
Ice cream. Come on, a little dollop will do ya.
All right.
Oh,
yes.
wow. Okay.
Classic. You can't go wrong. This is so iconic. Apple pie is a real classic.
It really, truly is. Oh,
All right.
my goodness gracious. Today is a great day to be alive. I gotta tell you. I'm gonna set that there.
All right, there you go.
If I must do the honors of taking a bite, I will.
This is what it all comes down to. This is what we've been training
This
for.
is what we've been training for.
Okay, get a little bit of ice cream, some apple pie.
Here we go. Here we are.
All right. Cheers.
Who would have thought? There we go. I know we were impatient and we needed to let it cool, but the ice cream with the warm mixture,
You gotta have it.
it's
yeah,
doing
don't let
it.
it cool completely. You gotta have it with warm too.
Ugh.
Oh,
Isaac Kenneth does it again. And he taught me, you guys. She will be taught. She
can do
can
it.
be taught. How about you tell our viewers where you're gonna be as the singing chef, but also where they can always find you.
absolutely. Yeah. So you can find me on Facebook, Instagram, all that good stuff. See where I'll be playing next. But I have a special event coming up on May 25th. It's called Night at the Sands, and it's gonna be all Frank Sinatra, crooner, like classic songs, and I'm gonna be doing a special dessert menu for that. So
Ah,
it's gonna be music and food. It's at the Stardust Ballroom in Springfield.
okay, yes.
Here in town. So it's gonna be that evening, May 25th, Sunday, May 25th. And I got a bunch of talented artists coming in to sing as guest performers, and then I'll be singing. It's black tie. It's great.
Fancy.
Yeah. Oh, yes, very fancy. So I'll definitely be dressing up for that.
Okay.
I'll have black tie and then my black cowboy hat. So very fancy. Singing chef. That's May 25th. So stay tuned for more info on that. But I'm gonna be making probably some apple pie, some chocolate cake, maybe some cheesecake. All my greatest hits, if you will, for that. So.
All right, do you want to take us out with a Frank song?
Oh yes, absolutely.
All right, I'm
so
gonna let
this
you.
is one of the ones we're gonna do. I'll be the singer, she'll be the chef for this portion. How
Yes, there we go. All right.
Fly me to the moon and let me play among the stars.